Becky shared on her Threads account something that was saying that Disney is going to be investigated by the FCC for their DEI initiatives. And the reason that that is scary, particularly for Percy Jackson, is because this production has been nothing but diverse. We have women writers. We have, like, I don't want to say race swapping because I know that, like, we've gone beyond that when it comes to this casting, but we have race swapped casts.
This show is like the definition of what those people think DEI is this sort of show. Like it would be very easy for them to like go after it because it was the number one show on Disney Plus last year. Um, and not only is there a lot of diversity within the cast, there's a lot on like every level. Like the one of the main producers is a woman of color. Um, the like the writers room not only has women, it has like out like non-binary people who are people of color in like the writers room. Like they added more women and like a black non-binary person in season 2 to the writers room. There's no white men that they added. And like yeah, the three showrunners are men. Like Rick Riordan is the most known person, even though him and Becky are both executive producers for the show together, and they are both in all of the writers' room meetings um, because she told us that. And so, like, we know that that's true, but with this sort of cast, I was just like, oh my God, especially with like the kind of storylines they have coming up with these different characters and stuff. It's honestly like really scary to imagine Disney going after them right now. And that's like what always made me nervous about when he won. And I was like, these are children. And I really don't want them to somehow be caught in the middle of this political chaos by just acting on a TV show like this that before he was elected was just seen as like this wonderful, beautiful thing. And it is still a wonderful, beautiful thing. But now that beautiful thing is seen as being like ugly by people who find that sort of thing horrible.
Mm-hmm.
And it's scary to imagine them trying to censor it or them trying to force them to cast different people than they would want to do, or just like making them very uncomfortable when they don't want to. Like Becky herself said in that post, like Disney is like a big company or organization. Like she was basically saying, like we work with people at Disney that are not at all how you like people are sometimes how it is characterized, because the people at the top are not at all like everybody involved. Like the person that is in charge of scripted TV shows for Disney Plus is a black woman. She was at the Emmys with them and was taking pictures with them. And I was like, no fucking wonder this show has been like renewed so fast if that's the person that's in charge of everything for scripted TV shows at Disney. And so it's like that person is not going to be like maybe the CEO or something like that. And so that is a good thing to keep in mind when it comes to this sort of show, that there likely will be people that will try to protect them from anything happening, but it is like a scary thing that they don't know. Like in it, Becky said, like, we don't know what's going to happen or what this even means. But it's just like a scary thing to see them going after Disney because the shareholders voted, like 99% of them voted to keep DEI initiatives. And so now they're going to try to like punish them for doing that. Um,
And
and
kids are
yeah,
the ones that need that shit the most. Like,
yeah,
um, we we grew up in an era, me and you, where we didn't have queer representation, especially you, like as an asexual person. Like there were some bisexual representation, especially once I got to my teenage years. But there asexual representation probably still sucks, you know?
yeah.
And so if we had had those examples as children, like we would feel so much more confident in our identities. It wouldn't have caused our identities. I want to be clear here. They exist with or without these media. It's just making us feel less alone.